Hi, it is Jazz here and thank you so much for joining me for today. Today we're going to spend some time doing some stretches specifically for you figure skaters. I did my off-ice training today and I need to stretch now. It is so important to be doing your on-ice training, off-ice training, Pilates, fueling your body with a good balanced diet and then also stretching as well. Okay, let's get straight into it. So just warm up those hips for me. Just take some nice deep breaths. Good, just see what movement you've got and just see whether you can make it even bigger. Just really open up those hips. And then change the direction. Wonderful. And then we'll bring it back to center. Great. Okay, from here, we're going to go into a Pilates roll down just to really mobilize that spine. So drawing that core in, we're going to inhale on the exhale, chin to the chest. Take your time as you roll down. Try and release all that tension in the upper body. You can give the arms a bit of a wiggle. You can go for a little couple of bounces. You can reach for the elbows and go for a gentle sway from side to side if you would like to. Just remember to keep breathing. Lovely. And then from there, we're going to go into a downward dog. So walk the hands out. And we want to be feeling that stretch in the back of the legs. So if you want to go for a pedal out, just to really stretch out those calf muscles, the ankles, calf, hamstrings, you can. And don't worry if the heel isn't quite touching the floor yet. We can work towards that. That is okay. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and then last 1. Brilliant. From there, let's lower it down. Okay, into an all fours position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's go for a cat and a cow. So inhale into an arch. And then exhale into a round. Squeeze that core round that back as much as you can. So inhale into an arch. Bringing that chin up, tuck that tailbone away. Feel the stretch in the back, especially the mid part of the back. And then into a round squeeze. Good. Let's go one more. And then last little bit. Good. From here, we're going to take it back into a child's pose. So you can have a wider stance with the knees if you want to just really open up those hips. Take it back to a child's pose and just hold it for a moment. Keep breathing. Think inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And then we're going to keep it gently moving. You're going to have both arms out in front, push forward and open up the core muscles into those hip flexors. Good. And then we're going to keep it moving. We're going to take it back into your child's pose. Lovely. And then inhale on the exhale. Take it forward. Good. Hold it there. Okay, we're going to go one more of these. Take it back. Lovely. And then last bit, nice big inhale. On the exhale, take it forward again. Last time. That's the one. Good. And then relax. So we're going to bring one leg in front. If you wanted to grab a cushion just for extra support for your knee, you can do. I don't mind. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, we're going to lean it forward and open up the quads, the hip flexor there. And hold and breathe into that stretch. Good. Either hold it there, or if you want to take it further, we're going to go into a pigeon pose. Bend your front leg, extend the back leg, and try and keep those hips nice and level. So you'll get that hip flexor stretch into that glute, that bottom cheek as well. And then if you fancy it, you're going to take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take it down. Lovely. Challenges that flexibility as well. And then hold it there. So remember to keep breathing. Think inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. On every exhale, try and sink just that little bit deeper. And then take an inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Lovely. I quite like to come up into a little bit of a plank because that can be quite helpful. And then we're bringing the other leg out in front. So come into this position first just to see what it's like, and then you can progress it. So pushing yourself forward, opening up that hip. Good. And if that feels okay, then stay with that. If you do want to progress it, coming into that pigeon. So front leg bent, back leg extended. Really sink into that mat, trying to keep those hips as level as you can. Good. And then if you wanted to, we're going to take it all the way down. So nice big inhale. On the exhale, taking it down. Just holding that stretch and breathe. Good. Keep holding. Happy thoughts. Lovely. Good. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly coming out of it. Good. Swing those legs around. Okay, let's take it into a hamstring stretch. So you're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, we're going to reach up and lean forward. Try and draw those toes towards you just to really feel that stretch in the calf, in the backs of the legs. Same again, breathe into that stretch. Good. Okay, let's gently keep it moving. So inhale, restack. Exhale, reach up and forward. And just see whether you can reach just that little bit further. If you can't quite touch your toes, that is okay. Just try and hinge as far as you comfortably can forward. Keep the backs of the knees soft. Hold that stretch. And then restack. Okay, last one. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, reach it up and lean, hinge at the hips. Can you reach even further still? Good. Really breathe into it. And then inhale. On the exhale, gently restack. Lovely. Okay, let's take it into the lower back. So have one leg extended, one leg bent. Try and relax this leg. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, we're going to sit up nice and tall. Lean towards the extended leg and we're going to hold the stretch there. You should then be feeling that stretch in that lower back. Good. So rather than looking down, that will turn it into a hamstring stretch. I want you to look up towards the ceiling and that will open up that QL, that quadratus lumboris, in that lower back there. And then if you want to increase it, you're going to reach the arm up and over, come into that stretch, but keep looking up. Good. So with our skating, we use our lower back all the time. Any perimeter skating, any jumps, any spins, we're always engaging our glutes, our core, our lower back. We've got to be really strong in the lower back, which is great, but you've also got to stretch that lower back as well. Good. Keep breathing, keep holding. And then inhale. On the exhale, gently come out. Good. Okay, switch it over. So extend the other side, bend that leg, relax it. Inhale. On the exhale, sit up and then lean. Good. Reach as far as you comfortably can. Same again, make sure you're trying to look up rather than down. Open up that lower back. And then if you're feeling it, reaching up and over. Good. Same again, if you can't quite reach your feet, that is okay. Just reach as far as you comfortably can. Good. Keep trying to look up, really open up that back. Relax that bottom leg, well, relax both legs. Good. Think inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Lovely. And then when you're ready, gently release. Good. We're going to bring the feet together. We're going to drop down those knees and feel a stretch opening up in the groin, opening up those hips. So bringing those knees down. Hinge forward just to increase that stretch, just to hold it there and open up those hips. And as you do this, it might be worth just clocking. Does one knee go down a bit further than the other? And that is okay. You will often find one hip opens up more than the other. So for example, my left leg here, my knee won't go down as far. And I know that when I do things like mohawks, and I have to lean and lead on that leg, it doesn't quite open up as much as I want it to. So I have been currently trying to work on opening that up, strengthening that leg as well. Therefore, my mohawks are smoother, just as smooth as this side. So things like that, clocking your muscular imbalances can be really, really helpful to then think, what do I need to strengthen? What do I need to open up to try and help and enhance your skating on ice? Lovely. And then when you're ready, let's gently ease it up. Brilliant. Okay, come up into an all fours and let's just open up the upper back as well, because as we know, ice skating is a full body workout, and of course it's a lot of core and upper body posture as well. So all fours position, thread the needle, reach the arm through, relax the neck down on the floor. That's the important bit. You're just going to hold that stretch there. Good. It's a little bit awkward. It's not the most comfortable, but we're looking at getting a little bit of a spine twist and we're opening up the upper back muscles. Good. Right across that shoulder as well. So hold that stretch there. And then only if you would like to, with this free hand, if you would like, you're going to bring it round to the side and try and look up just a little bit. Good. Keep hold. And then inhale. On the exhale, let's bring it back to center. Great. On to the other side. So reaching that arm through. Relaxing the neck down. That's the important bit. Good. Enjoy that spine twist. And then only if you'd like to, bringing that hand round that side there. Good. Pull that shoulder back. Breathe into that stretch. And then inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Brilliant. Okay, from here, come up into a kneeling position if you can. And all you're going to do is tuck under your toes and sit on your heels. Basically, we're stretching out the backs of the legs, of the feet here. Obviously, it's a good one to do because, we forget to stretch out our feet, and especially when we're wearing our ice skates as well. So just sit on your heels if you're able to. As we bring our chin to the chest, we're going to round the back, separate those shoulder blades, feel those upper back muscles having a good old stretch, and our feet having a stretch as well. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Think inhale through the nose, exhale up through the mouth. Okay, one more big inhale. On the exhale, take the arms behind. You're going to open up the chest. Take those arms behind. Lovely. Good. Keep breathing. Try and relax the shoulders. Good. Feel that stretch in the feet, in the chest, across the shoulders, and then very gently relax. Great. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today. You can come out of that stretch. You can be seated, you can stand. I don't mind. I quite enjoy stretching out my feet, especially just being on your feet all day. But yes, please do continue to stretch if you would like to. Any sort of stretching for figure skaters is It's just amazing. Even if you're not a figure skater, I would highly recommend just stretching in general. But for figure skaters who are really working all of your muscles, just to rest them and fuel them and stretch them is so, so important. And I promise you that your training will improve with that holistic approach. It really, really will. So stay amazing, keep smiling, keep doing your off-ice training, on-ice training, joining in with Pilates, stretching, and you're doing incredibly well. Don't be so hard on yourself. Really look and see how far you have come with your ice skating training, and continue smiling. Great, have a fantastic rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you soon.